concept, everyone? So according to chemistry, we all know that electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a particular orbit. This is the nucleus. And why these electrons are revolving around the nucleus? Who makes them to revolve? There is a force of attraction from the center, which is binded the electrons, binded electrons surrounding by it in a particular orbit. Continuously they are revolving. Because why? These electrons are what charge? Negative charge or positive charge? Everybody. Electrons are what charge? Negative charge. So same way, I have taught you now 5 conditions. In all the 5 conditions, if you notice it, path number 1, path number 2, path number 3, these all paths are closed curves. So closed curves means they are always revolving around the earth in a particular path continuously. Like earth is binding them in a particular path, every path, path 1, path 2, path T. All the 3 paths are continuously revolving, surrounding by the earth. So they are not, is called it as escape velocity. So they are actually a closed curves, and 4 and 5. 4 and 5 is a what? Parabola one, and another one is what? Hyperbola. So this parabolic and hyperbolic curves, 4 and 5, where velocity, escape velocity is equals to 2gh, or escape velocity is greater than 2gh, hyperbola, then these are called it as a open curves. Now, sir, what exactly call it as a escape velocity? So please remember, everybody, as 1 to 3 is closed curves, means their energy is negative. Because of that, like how the electrons are binded or holded by the nucleus, they always bounded towards the earth, means they will travel, and after certain time they may be fall into the earth. Can you able to catch my point, Mr. Rudreswar, Sai Karthik, all of you? Everybody, please respond. Anything doubt, you can ask me. Clear, Ra? Yes?
Yes.
Now, fourth case, path number 4. Please remember, in this case, parabolic curve, energy, we will calculate it again. Energy is equals to 0. And path number 5th path, energy is equals to positive. That is what? Like electrons wants to escape, so that they must have a total overall energy must be positive. So then only they can escape out from the earth gravity. So that is what the 5th curve, where the energy is positive, that is how they will go out of gravity of the earth influence of the earth gravity, means somewhere out from the gravity. So that is what is actually the escape velocity. So 4 and 5 is the open curves, where energy is 0 and overall energy is positive, which makes the object to go out from the earth's gravity. That is what you have to remember it. Now, this is what is the 5 conditions for understanding the escape velocity. Okay, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, and case 5. So please learn it. Now I am going to teach you derivation, the formula for escape velocity. So what is the formula for escape velocity? Just now I said, everybody. What is the formula for escape velocity? Everybody. V is equals to 2gh. Am I right? Please respond. V is equals to 2gh. Am I right, everybody? So let us see what is the escape velocity formula for any planet, and what is the escape velocity for Earth, everything. So now let me consider, everybody. All of you observe. Anything doubt, you can ask me. Pradosh, can you hear me? So this is what is the Earth. Okay. So Earth mass is capital M. Earth mass is how much, everybody? Capital M. And having a radius R. And I am having a mass M, small mass M. So I need to throw with a certain velocity. So initial velocity 0 or not 0? Initial velocity 0 or not 0? Not 0, because we are throwing with a certain velocity. So now let me imagine again, Mr. Pradosh. Pradosh has been thrown with a certain velocity, VE velocity. So what will happen, everyone? We all studied free fall case. Free fall. What will happen, Rudreswar? The body will travel. For example, he has been traveled with a V1 velocity. It will go to maximum height. So at that time, final velocity will become what, everybody? Final velocity will become what? 0. And the body again come back to the earth. Again, he has been thrown with the V2 velocity. So it may reach us to some other height, little bit more. So at that point also, after that point also, velocity will become what, everybody? Velocity will become what? 0. And then this body will come down. Like that, Mr. Pradosis keep on increasing the velocity. So body will be keep on traveling a little bit more and more height, where the velocity will become 0, where the velocity will become 0. Finally, it will be come back to the earth. Do you understanding what I'm saying, everybody? I need response, otherwise I cannot be. Clear, everyone? So now, like this, Mr. Pradosis keep on throwing up to infinity distance. Where? V infinity, up to infinity distance. See, at every point, suppose till here it has been reached. Here final velocity becomes 0. This body will come to the earth. Here final velocity becomes 0. This body come to the earth. Because still it is under the influence of what? Still it is under the influence of what? Gravity. Do you understanding? Gravity of earth. So that every cases, what will happen? It will be, tell me guys, it will be coming back. Now, he has been thrown with a certain initial velocity where it has been reaches to the V infinity distance, not V infinity, V infinity distance, where the influence of gravitation is 0. Influence of gravity, gravitational field is equals to 0. Then at that point also final velocity is what? Anybody? At that point also final velocity what? Everyone? At that point also final velocity is what, guys? Please respond. At that point, what is the final velocity? 0. But does the body will come back? It's already went out of gravitational field. Does the body will come back? Rudresh?
No, sir.
No.
That
No,
is
sir.
what. So that is the velocity, is call it as a escape velocity. What is escape velocity? So throw with such a velocity that it crosses the Earth's gravitational field. It crosses the Earth's gravitational field where it is extremely far away. That's what at infinity distance. Means where G ends. Then at that point also, what is the final velocity of the body? Everybody. Final velocity of the body is what? 0. But does the body will come back? Everybody? Does the body will come back? No. That is the velocity we used to call it as. What velocity we used to say, everybody? The velocity which has been thrown, which is call it as a escape velocity.
Yep.
I hope you all understand. You want to repeat it? Again, I'll repeat. Am I right? Do you want anybody? Mr. Rohit, Mr. Pradeep, Manya and Samya, Sai Karthik. Do you understand? Everyone? So we all know if you throw any kind of body, so initially if I'm throwing means it will be having kinetic energy. If it is keep on going up, the kinetic energy keep on decreases and some another energy will reach us. What is the energy which will increase? Anybody? Which energy will increase us? Which will reach maximum height? Maximum height. Which energy will be there? Potential energy. Understanding? So like that, at everywhere, wherever the kinetic energy becomes 0. Kinetic energy becomes 0 means velocity become what? Everyone?
0.
So at every point, whatever the velocity you have thrown, after reaching to the certain height, definitely the final velocity becomes 0. But by the time where the final velocity becomes 0, if it is under the influence of gravity, definitely it will be coming back to the what? Definitely it will be coming back to the surface of Earth. Rudreshwar, do you understand this concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes. But now that's why Mr. Pradosh is giving an initial velocity where it will reach us to the infinity point, where the influence of gravity is what? 0. So at that time, the final velocity also will be 0. But does the body will come back? Does the body will come back? No. Do you understanding?
No.
That is the point. To escape to where, what point? From the surface to the which point it has to be escaped? Infinity. So once it will be in reaches to the infinity point where no frictional force is there, no air force is there, anything. When you are throwing the ball, every forces is negligible. Then at that time, so whatever the energy present when you are throwing from the surface of the earth, when it is reaches to the infinity also, energy remains constant, it will be changes. We all knows that. Energy remains constant or conserved? We all know. Is the energy remains constant or varies? Everybody. Energy remains? Yes, please. Constant. So if energy remains constant means we have to apply the some formula. What is that? Conservation of what energy? Conservation of mechanical energy.
Mechanical energy.
Write the point, all of you. Throw with such a velocity, v, so that it crosses Earth's what field? Everybody, it crosses Earth's gravitational field. So at that point also, at infinity point also, what is the final velocity? Everybody, we all knows that. Final velocity is what? 0. Of course, if it reaches to the infinity point, potential energy also what? Everybody. Potential energy also what? 0. As the velocity is 0, kinetic energy also what? Anybody?
0.
Kinetic energy also what? Mr. Rudresh, do you understand what I'm saying? Pradeep, Pradosh, I'm calling you Pradosh. Don't know what you are doing also. So, energy. So, we have to throw a velocity such that it has to reach us to the infinity where G influence is 0. Gravitational field influence is 0. So that body does not come back. That is call it as escape velocity. That is what we used to call it as escape velocity. So, when the body is thrown, no frictional force is existed, whatever it is, air friction, the air force or whatever, etc., is everything is negligible. So does not existed. It is existed, but it's negligible. So we'll apply energies remains conserved. So conservation of mass. Sorry, conservation of mechanical energy. What is the formula? Conservation of mechanical energy. Initial potential energy plus initial kinetic energy equals to final potential energy plus final kinetic energy over. Already anyhow, whatever the height, final velocity is what, everybody? Whatever the height,
0.
velocity is what? 0. So final kinetic energy is 0. Whatever it is, if the velocities are at any point, at infinity, what is the potential energy also? We already know. At infinity point, potential energy also what? 0 only. So at infinity, everything is both final conservation of energy is 0. What is the initial potential energy? Can you tell me? Pradosh, Rudreswa? What is the initial potential energy? This is M and this is R and this is capital M. So what is the initial potential energy, Ra? Minus G into M into small m divided by R. Am I right? Formula.
Yes, sir.
Class. So minus G into M into small m divided by R plus. Can you tell me initial kinetic energy? Yes. It has been thrown with the V velocity. So what is the initial kinetic energy? Half into M into V square. Am I right, guys? Speak, guys. Over, which is equals to 0 plus 0. So now this minus will come this side. It will become half into M V square is equals to capital G into capital M into small m divided by R. Now what will happen, everybody? MM will get cancelled. 2 will come this side. So what is there? Velocity, escape velocity square is equals to 2 into capital G into capital M divided by R. Now, from that I will write escape velocity is equals to root over 2gm by R. This is the most important and very popular formula for any planet. This is the escape velocity formula. And this is the escape velocity of a particle which is present on which surface? Which surface, guys? Planet surface. This is the particle present on a planet surface. That is what you have to remember. And at infinity point, velocity is 0. So final potential energy also 0. This is what is the exact formula of escape velocity for any planet where the particle is present on planet surface. I hope I'm clear with everybody is able to understand. Mani and Samya, are you clear? Sai Karthik, Pradosh, any problem you can ask me. Are you clear? Now, for Earth alone, let me check it for Earth. This is the formula for every planet. For Earth, we all know. Can you tell me what is the G formula? Small g formula. I want it. Small g formula. Make it quick, everyone. Small g formula, guys. Capital G into capital M divided by R square. Yes, forgot it. Now from that, capital GM is equals to G into R square. Will you all agree with me? Enjoy. Thank you. So
Yes, sir.
velocity, escape velocity of Earth is equals to root over 2 into, in place of GM, I can write it as what? Everybody.
GR square.
GM, I can write small g R square divided by R. So what else? R will get cancelled. What is the escape velocity of Earth? Everybody. Escape velocity of Earth.
Root 2 GR.
Root 2 GR. This is what is Earth, where particle is present on surface. Earth surface. This is the formula. So we all know, if you want to find, sir, what is the escape velocity of Earth? Very simple. If you calculate it, we all know that small g value approximately 9.8 and the radius of Earth is approximately 6,400 kilometers, which is equals to 6.4 into 10 power 6 meters. 10 power 6 meters. You will get it, substitute the values, 9.8 into 6,400 kilometers. So you'll get approximately escape velocity is 11.2 kilometer per second. This is what we said. Have you checked it? Path 4, everybody verified? Path 4, what is the escape velocity? Everybody. What is the escape velocity? Verified. Path 4, I have written there. What is that? 12.2. Have you checked it, everyone? Please respond. Escape velocity is 12.2. That is what? That is what we used to get what path? Parabolic path, hyperbolic path? We'll get parabolic path. That is what is called it as a escape velocity, where root over 2gh. That is what? Velocity of the Earth. That is what? Escape velocity of the Earth is equals to root over 2gh. This is what you should remember. Are you understand, Amma? If escape velocity is greater than root over 2gh, then the path will become what? Instead of parabola, it will become what, everybody? It will become hyperbola. Path. That is what you have to remember. So what is the Earth gravity's formula, everybody? Earth gravity. What is the escape velocity formula, everybody? Escape velocity formula is equals to, everyone, 2 into GM divided by R. Most popular formula for any planet. For Earth escape velocity, which is equals to 2gh. 2gh ille R. 2gr. This is also very popular formula for Earth. That's all. So this is what is about today's class. Escape velocity. What is the conditions for escape velocity, and how to derive the formula. Then tomorrow we will see numericals, and IIT advanced questions also will solve. JEE advanced questions also will discuss in our tomorrow's class. So tomorrow this concept will over. Then last 3 concepts is there. Most probably I'll finish it by Tuesday. That's why I'm saying you now the plan.